Diddy was just hit with a new lawsuit and he's facing 10 more lawsuits this week. This new lawsuit that was just filed today against Diddy was filed by Tony Buzbee, and he said this is just one of 10 additional cases that will be filed over the next 7 days against Diddy and his affiliates and or his associates. He said, because there is a looming deadline for cases to be filed in New York City, I would expect many cases will be filed by our firm prior to the end of February. Diddy looks like he is about to have a long month of lawsuits, but let's go ahead and get into this one that Tony Buzbee just filed. A John Doe is suing Diddy and alleging that he was SA'd at only 23 years old at an after party in Los Angeles, California. This man said that in 2015 he was a music performer pursuing a career as a rapper and a singer and actively sought opportunities to establish himself in the music industry. In 2015, his career had started gaining momentum. In that year, he received multiple invitations to open for well-known artist venues across California. He said during that time, he secured an opportunity to perform as an opener for a popular musical artist at a series of nightclub appearances in Los Angeles. One of those performances was scheduled to take place at QNC's 2020 in Southeast Los Angeles. And I did some digging into the QNC nightclub venue, and it's called Quiet Cannon Nightclub. And there have been many well-known people to perform at this nightclub. This John Doe alleged that at this event, Diddy did not plan to perform, but he attended anyways as his record company had an interest in the show. Diddy and his team allegedly provided hundreds of bottles of his own Ciroc vodka, which was distributed at the venue. Before John Doe's performance, a longtime and well-known associate of Combs told this John Doe that Diddy had heard of his talent and would be watching him perform. This associate allegedly told John Doe that if he performed well, Diddy would discuss getting a deal together with him at Bad Boy Records and arrange studio time between him and Diddy. He said that he was excited about this opportunity and he performed his set and believed that he put on an excellent performance. Later that night, John Doe attended the after party at QC's 2020. The party took place in the back of the club, which had separate breakout rooms. While in the VIP section, he recognized other well-known artists and entertainers, many of whom were partaking and doing substances. The section at this after party allegedly contained countless bottles of Diddy's vodka Ciroc provided by Diddy and Bad Boy Records, along with a lot of different substances. An associate of Diddy handed this John Doe a Ciroc beverage and said that it was from Diddy himself. After drinking it, Doe quickly felt lightheaded and began slipping in and out of consciousness. It became clear to him that something was wrong. He realized that his drink had been spiked, and then soon after he lost total consciousness. This man said that he kept drifting in and out of consciousness, and then he allegedly observed Diddy and his entourage engaging in group activities, often with other attendees who appeared to be under the influence of something, unconscious, or they were paid workers. This man believes that most of the men participating in these activities actually belong to Diddy's entourage. At one point, when this John Doe regained consciousness, he allegedly found Diddy grabbing his private areas while his pants had been removed. He also believed that Diddy was performing acts on him because he was noticeably wet. This John Doe allegedly tried to fight Diddy off, but Diddy's security team stepped in, and then Diddy allegedly threatened him. Diddy allegedly said to this John Doe that he could contact his manager and ruin any chances he had of succeeding in the music industry if he didn't comply. This man said that he was terrified and realized that he was far outnumbered by Diddy's security. He said that he pretended to comply for his own safety. He then alleged that Diddy ordered him to have physical relationships with a woman that he didn't know while Diddy wanted to watch. He pretended to agree, but he made an excuse claiming that he needed some water and he needed to use the restroom before he engaged in any of these activities. This man claims that Diddy allowed his security team to let him up to use the restroom, and he used this opportunity to sneak out of the venue and make his way to the parking lot. He then jumped in his car and drove off. So this is just one of 10 lawsuits that are just coming for Diddy this week alone. Tony Buzbee said that we are going to see a lot more coming throughout the month of February because the New York's Victim Act will be up shortly. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.